2092 at 2091-92, ibig sabihin yun ang standards ng EEC countries sa kabuuan. Yun na rin ang dala. Pagka pumasa ka sa standard nun, makapasok ka sa Germany, sa Italy, sa France, sa lahat ng member ng European Union. So ganun din ang iniisip na dito sa ASEAN, kung makapagbuo tayo ng ASEAN standard, ang produkto natin na bibilihin sa ibang bansa, ibig sabihin, i-export natin sa ibang bansa ay madali makakapasok bilang organic dahil merong iisa na lang na ASEAN standard. At tulad nga ng binanggit kanina ni Director Cañeda, ang Philippine standards ay pinapahalagahan at kinikilala ng iba pang bansa ngayon sa Asia dahil nakita ang quality ng nabuo nating Philippine National Standards. So ito ang direction natin. Kung ganoon, ang direction ng ating organic movement, siyempre, ang tawag dyan, merong triple bottom line. Merong ng ating organic movement ay nagsisiguro ng kita sa mga magsasaka upang sila ay mabuhay na disente. Yun yung economic. Ang ating organic movement din ay nagsusustain ng ating kapaligiran. Hindi siya sumisira ng kapaligiran, hindi siya nagsusunog ng mga natitirang ng tanim sa ating sa ating bukid, at hindi rin siya nagiging pagpabigat, nagpapahirap sa mga magsasaka. No? Economic, social, at saka ecological. Yan yung triple bottom line ng ating organic movement. At yun, ang gusto natin upang ito ang maging tunay na kaunlaran. Hindi lang kaunlaran sa salapi, hindi lang, kundi kaunlaran sa sustained na environment para ang ating mga anak, ang ating mga apo ay magmana ng isang daigdig na pwedeng tirahan ng tao. At the same time, gusto natin na ang ating organic movement ay maghango ng mas maraming magsasaka mula sa kahirapan para wala tayong pwedeng sabihin ng mga kababayan natin na nabubuhay na parang hindi tao dahil hindi nila nakukuha ang kanilang pangailangan bilang tao. Yun ang ating mga layunin at yun ang gusto nating kamtin sa pamagitan ng ating organikong kilusan. Yun, maraming salamat at sana may naiambag ako dito sa pagbabahagi ng NOAB sa kanyang naging gawain.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Edwin Martin Lopez. Bilang representante naman po ng academic sector sa National Organic Agriculture Board, atin pong pasinayaan ang Pangulo o Presidente ng Benguet State University sa La Trinidad, Benguet, si Dr. Ben D. Ladilad.
Okay, good afternoon. Please bear with me because my report would take about 2 hours. I might be requested to summarize the reports of the former speakers. Alam nyo kasi ang ginawa nila they arranged not alphabetical the order of speakers, but they did it according to age. So the oldest one is the first one, so I'm now the youngest. Okay, first slide. By the way, Benguet State University is located in the north. This is located in Benguet, just 5 kilometers away from Baguio. That's the location of our university. Next. the promotion of organic agriculture in the academe has to be linked to the mandates of the university or state college. That's why we are to link this according to our programs in instruction, research, and development, extension, and production activities. In 2012, it's good that we have to thank the Department of Agriculture for approving a funding for to strengthen our organic agriculture programs. Particularly, of course, to the collective programs of the university. And through, of course, the establishment of the National Organic Agriculture, or the Cordillera Organic Agriculture Research and Development Center, from the Cordillera Organic Agriculture Center. We decided to focus on research to generate technologies that could be commercializable and used for organic agriculture. So from then, this was upscaled to become a national organic agriculture research and development center. And we are now to marshal also the inclusion of this and in the national program of our government. And so it could be established as an entity that would sustain the R&D programs in relation to organic agriculture. We have partnered to, of course, to the various state colleges and universities. And by the way, there will be a consultation of state colleges and universities on November 13 to 15. And this will be held in Baguio City at the Hotel Supreme. This is about 4 kilometers away from the university. You're invited, by the way, to participate. So aside from the state colleges, we also coordinate with the various or partner with the various agencies aside from the Department of Agriculture, Department of Science and Technology, and other foreign entities. So our accomplishment as a center and as an academe, well, of course, were made possible because of the funding support from the Department of Agriculture. I have to specifically mention the Department of Agriculture BAR, or Bureau of Agricultural Research, the ETI Agricultural Training Institute, the RFUs in the BAPS, RFU in CAR, and of course the BAPS. And also, aside from the Department of Agriculture, we have the Department of Science and Technology through PICARD, and also PISHERD, the Philippine Council for Industry, Energy, Research and Development. The PICARD is about agriculture, aquamarine research and development. And also, there were funding support also that came from the International Potato Center, and also the International Center for Research in the Semi-Arid Regions. And on top of it, we also had, we were able to have the funding from the office of Senator Angara. So on this, to start with, on our accomplishments, next slide. Okay. In instruction, we had to strengthen our agriculture, BS and agriculture program to have organic agriculture as a major course. And initially, we had 10 scholars funded by the Department of Agriculture, And second, for this year, school year 2013 and 14, they were able to fund 20 scholars out of the 42 students that decided to specialize on organic agriculture. We also had programmed the offering of Master of Science in Organic Agriculture. So those who would like to enroll, and I would like to invite even as far as Visayas, if they would like to come and enroll in our university. By the way, Baguio has the best climate in the country, and so in fact, people who are overstressed comes to Baguio, and so they could relax. In our program also, because we have to relate our programs in the Philippines of Extension, so what we did was we also have a School of the Air on organic agriculture. So this was included in our activities, regular activities, with the hope that we can promote organic agriculture as far as where the radio station could cover. Could be Region 1, Region 2, in other regions of the country. And aside from those programs, we also accommodate students who would like to undergo summer practicum or trainings. This is during summer. And this is a sample of it, where students are gathering asula for composting. So in our program for instructions, those are the focus at the moment, but we can expand to include further other possible programs under instructions. So in the R&D, or research and development programs, we focused on vegetables, legumes, root crops, as well as we have organic rice, organic Arabica coffee, and native swines, even chicken also, for that matter. Next slide. So, one of the completed projects for R&D is the documentation of organic vegetable production in supply chain improvement for commercially grown organic vegetables in the region. We first had to focus in the region because this is always true to all, in all organizations, even family, in that first we have to start our work in our own backyard before radiating our activities to other regions or other parts of the country. Next. And then we have also a baseline information on the production, processing, distribution, and consumption of itag. Well, this is actually the value adding of Cordillera pork-based ethnic food. We call it itag. These are actually preserved, and you know, when I was young, if I recall, whenever we cook itag, there are worms in it. And so, but it tastes good. So this time we would like it to be scientifically done, so at least the shelf life as well as the taste could be improved. And then we are also in this research, we are to standardize, optimize the processing methods to ensure consistent product quality and food safety. Oh, that's the one I just mentioned. And then we have to package them properly also, and so at least it could be more acceptable to the market. So in the packaging, after doing some packaging of the products, then we have to test this in the market. Will it be acceptable? Baka naman sa only in the Cordillera. So what we will do is we test, and although abroad, there were already some demands abroad, especially for Cordillera Filipinos who have gone to other countries. Next. We had these projects also that were completed in support to organic agriculture. We have the integrated R&D program for organic vegetables, legumes, and root crops in the province of Benguet. But the results of this can also be applied in the other parts of the country with similar conditions. That's why in the succeeding or cycle studies or programs, what we'll do is to apply this also, the technology in the lowland areas. That's why we are now trying to secure areas for lowland testing. So kung mayroon kayong i-volunteer, just let us know so we can collaborate with you. And then we have the integrated agroforestry system also, RDE project. It's called RDE, not like in the others, just RD, research and development, because whatever technology that are generated in this project will have to be radiated or disseminated or diffused to the communities or to the farmers. Next. And then another one is the improvement of the fish shell production system. And then the improvement of also textile industry. This is in the province, but this could be applied also nationwide. And then we have the integrated RDE, or Research, Development, and Extension for rice and vegetable terraces conservation in the province. But this could be applied also in the other areas. And another one is the profitability of organic snap bean seed project. These are, as you can see, there are varieties, sample varieties here, just like the Maroon, Stonehill, and Alno varieties. Next. This is initial sample of the production area in the field. It's dry, no? We tried the dry also, dry condition. And where's the yield and profitability of early maturing vegetables under organic multiple cropping system was tried. And there were technologies that could be also used to improve production. Next. Okay. There's also a varietal evaluation, on-farm trials in seed production for organic vegetables in the region. And the initial results, there's the Scorpio for cabbage variety, the Terracotta for carrots. These are good. And now the university also have thought of, or our research, through our researchers, have thought of also producing inputs, organic inputs that could help improve production. Instead of us, or it could be recommended to the farmers instead of them buying the inorganic or synthetic inputs. And so they were able to come up with growers' compost, as you can see, and you have the solid in liquids. And then there's also, they were able to come up with good biopesticides. And we have an initial products. If you would like to make an order, just let us know so we can also supply. Well, of course, the fertilizer, these are still ongoing project, but there had been an initial produced already, or products. And then there's also studies on the characterization and selection of existing Arabica coffee cultivars for organic production. That's why, and then these were tried, the coffee varieties were tried in the mountains, and these are still ongoing, and we'll have to see how it could be grown or planted under forest crops. Before, it was found out that it could live or grow well under the pine trees. But this time, it's already on the, we are to try to develop a combination that could, where they could be grown in a crop, in a nitrogen fixing crops or trees. So this is the one. So my initial, there's an initial products there that could be used or inputs. And in fact, they have been trying this in the farm, and the initial results is good. Now, they also our researchers have tried to study on the biological agents in cropping systems for the management of major insect pests and diseases of Arabica coffee. This is, of course, for organic production. So these are the different fungal isolates that were taken, samples, and is still being tried. Next. And then also, on this, there's a study also on the biological agents in cropping systems for management of major insect pests and diseases of Arabica coffee, or still for organic production. And then the development of best practices on post-harvest handling in packaging for organically produced coffee, Arabica coffee. Ito na. We were able to partner with one of the private company, but now we decided to go on our own to be able to process our coffee products with the participation of course, of our farmers in the trainings. We have now put up an infrastructure that would favor the complete establishment of a TBI on food, Technology Business Incubator on food. And wherein in this Technology Business Incubator, the business, the micro business people, including the farmers, can come and have their training, try the technology in the incubator center as an incubatee of the technology, and then we'll try to provide a space where they can also try to link their showcase their products and link it to the market. Then as soon as our incubatees are successful, then they can go back to their own business and establish their own. That's the main intention of this Technology Business Incubator. And we are also planning for metals soon. Sorry, medyo hindi makita, no? In this, the Arabica coffee post-harvest processing with the use of wet method. First, there is that the pulping, the removal of the skin or cover of the coffee. And then from there, it will be soaked. They have to soak the coffee, and so at least the external cover of the beans can also at least ferment. And then from there, then it will have to dry. We have to dry this, and even could be under the sun, or but under the sun could be effective. And then we have to measure the moisture up to about 12 to 14%. And this is where the moment we attend this moisture content, then these are brought to the processing center for the hulling. They remove again the cover of the beans, and we have now the pure beans, coffee beans. And then from there, they will sorting of the beans, and then roasting. They roast the beans, and then grind. These are grounded. They grind the beans to powder, and these are the ones that already be sold as for crowd coffee. But maybe we can go further than that by, of course, producing an instant coffee from Arabica. There's also another research. This is about development of agroforestry model with shiitake and combination with coffee. So there's a shiitake and then the coffee for organic production. This is still ongoing, and then the development in piloting of improved garden pea. If the improved garden pea varieties or strains could be used also in this research. And then further, they'll have to also, there's a need to develop and evaluate snap beans cultivars. So, and these are, of course, through piloting or pilot testing, seed multiplication of potential varieties of snap beans and garden pea. They use this for, of course, for the two under organic production system. And this will be tried all over the country. I think we have started already. Okay, so there are now trials in the Visayas, and we'll soon go to Mindanao and find out what's going to be effective and best. There's also that Binadang project among Karasoks in CAR, or among the state colleges and universities in CAR. We have to thank Picard also on this, because initially they had the one that funded this kind of project. And this is to develop a strategy that would enhance employability of agriculture, forestry, and natural resources students and graduates. That's why we are now in the process of reviewing our curriculum. If there's a way that we could link this to entrepreneurship, so at least when they graduate, they need not to be looking for employment,